Hey everybody, I have a quick hieroglyph update for you, nothing more. But if you remember this particular hieroglyph, and what we noticed on it was that there is this thing right here on his kilt. It's basically a slot, and it lets you know that when you see that, what it's dealing with is the brainstem. And I discovered another one tonight on an actual temple, and I noticed that he was bent over a little bit this time, but he had the same thing. He had that slot right there. And so they usually put the slot there, I think, when there's no indication of where it needs to be, because sometimes they're bent over, sometimes they're straight up and down. But in this case, see, he's straight up and down, and so that means his eye would actually be right there where the pineal gland is located. So anyways, so I found another one, and I want to share it with you, and then we'll jump back to this one real quick. Now, here's the temple right here, and I can't read these hieroglyphs yet, but I'm not so sure that the hieroglyphs necessarily are always describing what's going on here. But we can determine some things. First, if you'll take a look right here, he's got one of those slots, right? So that lets you know to put the brainstem in there. So assuming that this is the whole brain and he's bent over a little bit, look where his hands are placed. Now I want you to take a look. Here's your brain right here. And so imagine that this guy is the brainstem, which he is. Then look where his hands are. And this is what you get. So here's our slot for our brainstem right here. Notice right at his waist is where it bends. And what we've learned before already is that the head is where the midbrain is when it's bent over like this. And remember, this area right here would be the rib cage for this guy. And his left hand, which signifies giving, is placed right on top of the pituitary. So this is what's in his left hand. I'm not really sure what all this means yet, but here's what I have confirmed. I have confirmed that this is what they're doing. They're showing particular parts of anatomy. In this case, pituitary, related to giving, and what he's giving, not really sure what those symbols mean yet up here. Crook and flail, and oh, there's a was staff in there too. Okay, interesting. So anyway, this is what they're representing. When you see that slot, that's what tells you to put it in a brainstem. Now, coming back over to our other one, this guy's standing straight up. However, look where his left hand is. His left hand is more than likely, since he's standing straight up, notice that since he's bent over right here, the pituitary is closer to his head, but when he's standing up, it's farther away from his head, and so I'm guessing that this is the, it's definitely the pituitary. That's what we're talking about right here. So I wanted to show that to you guys real quick. So these guys are all about anatomy. That's what I'm finding out. And I just thought you guys might be interested in seeing that. We have more of Mapping Osiris coming up soon. We're going to be digging into a little bit of Orion after that, so I'm trying to put some illustrations together to try to make it as clear as possible for everybody. So y'all take care, and I'll talk to you soon.